Bitcoin had a spectacular run yesterday, up over 10% to hit a new all-time high, $89,500. And the entirety of the cryptocurrency market cap hit $3.1 trillion, which is actually well on its way to surpassing the national GDP of France. Near Protocol is building out the world's largest open source AI model, Cronos, and the CRO token skyrocketed yesterday in excess of 50%. And Solana is showing a lot of strength right now in this market, the SOL token just hitting a 2-year all-time high at $222. This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie and this is Altcoin Buzz. It's a great market right now with terrific conditions, and I do wish you all the best of luck if you choose to invest. Just remember that I'm not a financial or investment advisor, and that by extension, this video is not official financial or investment advice. All right, so let's take a look here at the cryptocurrency market by the numbers, and to give you guys a snapshot update, Bitcoin right now as I record at $87,400. That's a little bit below the all-time high that it reached in these last 24 hours of 89,864. So that's actually higher than what I said, 89.5. The official all-time high now is $89,864. And taking a look at the entirety of the cryptocurrency market cap, that's still up a few percentage points on the day, currently at $3.065 trillion. But if we click on that and zoom in a little bit here, we can actually see that its all-time high in these last 24 hours is $3.123 trillion. Now, actually, depending on where you get your data, some people have the GDP of France measured at just over $3 trillion. If that's the case, the cryptocurrency market cap, and that's the totality of the crypto market when I say that, has in fact surpassed the GDP of France. So that's pretty good news. Also, in terms of Bitcoin, BTC went up to a market cap of $1.77 trillion, I believe, at the height yesterday. This is actually a little bit down of its all-time high in terms of market cap. But even at this figure here on screen that you can see, $1.748 trillion, that is officially above the market cap of silver. The entire silver market. Silver as an asset is now less valuable, or at least at the time of this snapshot was less valuable than BTC. This could be readjusted by the time you're watching this video, but that would place Bitcoin as the 8th most valuable asset in the world. And look, of course, we're not going to stop here. A lot of analysts are calling for $100,000 Bitcoin. Initially, those calls were for the end of the year, so by the end of 2024. But look, yesterday we were up 10%, BTC was. I wouldn't be surprised if we get to 100K a lot sooner, to be honest. Let's see. Things are very hopeful right now. Switching gears now, we're going to look at some very promising developments out of Near Protocol, who are building the world's largest open source AI model. And by doing so, of course, they're banking really big on AI, artificial intelligence. A lot of other projects out there seem to be, from my perspective, kind of slapping an AI sticker on something on their work, whether or not it's really applicable, and that kind of benefits them in the market in many instances, right? That's not the case here. So this is known as the 1.4 trillion parameter model, and it would be 3.5 times bigger than Meta's current open source Llama model. The project is going to grow in size and sophistication across 7 modules, with only the best contributors making the leap to working on progressively more and more complex and larger models. And so we have Germany's Deutsche Telekom that has become the first telecom company to run a validator node on Near Protocol, thereby, of course, enhancing network decentralization. And it's a collaboration that aligns very much with its focus on data sovereignty and user data control, ultra high priorities, of course. It also expands Deutsche Telekom's staking portfolio into decentralized AI and scalability. So by the numbers here, the minimum stake to be a Near NEAR validator is 67,000 Near tokens, and the NEAR token price jumped 9.5% to $5.6 billion after the announcement. And moving on here in the news, I want to give another shout out to SUI and the SUI token, SUI. We've been singing the praises of this one for a long time. It's just one of these projects that fundamentally has been doing everything right. And you love to see when the market rewards those kinds of just foundationally solid projects, good projects. So its new all-time high, down a little bit now after the pump, but its new all-time high, $3.30, set in these last 24 hours with a market cap right now, as I record, of $8.6 billion. This Altcoin Buzz news video is brought to you by CoinEx. And if you saw the weekend pump and you watched Bitcoin and some of our favorites like SUI that I just mentioned, then you also saw that they've hit new all-time highs, which we're all hyped about. One way that you can trade with the trend is with CoinEx. They are one of the best exchanges that you may have never heard of. CoinEx has an extensive futures trading program and a great campaign going on right now. Up until November 16th, if you trade at least $5,000 in futures trading volume, you can share in the prize pool of 150,000 CET. And CET, by the way, is proving itself to be a very nice investment on its own. It is up 194% in the last 12 months. So if you want to trade futures and just take advantage of these phenomenal market conditions that we're enjoying currently, set up your current account on CoinEx and earn some extra CET while you do so. Check out the link in the description of this video below for more details. We also have another massive winner here over the course of the last 24 hours and the last week for that matter. I'll get to that in a second. This is Cronos, ticker CRO. This, of course, is the token associated with the Crypto.com app and trading platform. I live on that one, by the way. I love Crypto.com. And so this one is not one that we always talk about, but certainly one that is near and dear to me. So we have CRO here that's up 17.5% at the time of this recording, but jumped about 60% over the course of 24 hours. And here we're looking at the last week, just to line it up and give you some context here. A week ago, we started at just over 7 cents and peaked at just above 22 cents, nearly 23 cents. If we go back into the CoinGecko rankings, actually, we take a look at all the success stories and the sea of green that we're observing here, really ever since the election officially of President Trump, we just see a lot of great numbers. But if we sort things by the 7-day upward trend, Cronos is up 141%. It leads the pack of the top 100 crypto projects, 141% gain in the last 7 days. Yesterday, when I did this on my own and I checked these numbers before the slight dip that we're experiencing now, CRO is actually up 200% in the last 7 days. That's massive for a multi-billion-dollar project, but I think it's safe to say it was undervalued for a while there. So like I said, I guess it depends on where you start the measurement here. On the Crypto Times, we're seeing 47% in 24 hours. I think I saw 75% in 24 hours, but either way, however you slice it, there's a lot of attention and enthusiasm right now. And a big part of that, at least a major contributor, is the fact that Crypto.com, they just unveiled a very ambitious roadmap targeting significant service expansions. So, for example, in Q4 of 2024, in which we now find ourselves, the company is planning to launch its Level Up program and Cronos AI tools to engage users and enhanced features. Also, a web-based app is going to simplify access, while debit card services are going to reach Latin America, the Middle East, and Africa in just about 6 months, so by Q2 2025. And then throughout 2025, Crypto.com is aiming to improve accessibility, adding things like stock trading, banking services, and expanded card offerings. And I will mention, just anecdotally speaking, I had to contact customer service for a Visa card issue. I do use their Crypto.com Visa card. And it's pretty phenomenal. Their customer service was very attentive, very fast, and just really a pleasure to interact with. So they've certainly raised their game when it comes to that as well. Kudos to Crypto.com and CRO. I think this was a long time coming, and I think they were undervalued for far too long there. Altcoin Buzz Alpha members are enjoying huge SUI profits right now. We've already booked the first of those profits, and SUI is just starting as a token. But guess what's going to be our next play? Because we have over 20 gems waiting for you in the high, mid, and low market cap categories. And you also get exclusive access to over 100 calls per month. That's over 1,200 calls per year. These include gem hunting, buy and sell calls, market reports and predictions, strategy discussions, alphas and alerts, portfolio reviews, airdrop participation, and of course you get to ask our researchers. Now's your chance to lock in your Altcoin Buzz Alpha yearly subscription for only $165. That's less than $14 per month. And I'm telling you right now that prices are going to be going up very soon, so this may be your last chance to get an Alpha subscription at this price. Limited spots are available. Check out the link in the description below. And finally here we have Solana news and the SOL token, which surged 35% from November 5th to November 11th, hitting $222. For context, that is its high point since December 2021. And you could argue now, like I said, it's down a little bit. There's a slight retracement now in the market, but Sol is kind of in the running for a new approach to that previous all-time high, $260. The growth here was driven by Solana's expanding smart contract activity and a rise in TVL all the way to $7.6 billion. Key dApps like Jito, Radium, and Binance's liquid staking boosted TVL by 36%. Solana's DEX volume hit $17.1 billion and actually surpassed Ethereum's market share, capturing $88.2 million in fees. So that's exceptional. Sol's user base also extends beyond meme coins, by the way. If you thought that was the only thing here, it's more than just a one-trick pony. They also have strong NFT activity on Magic Eden, plus a bunch of other stuff, but the point is it's more than just meme coins. Positive funding rates in Sol futures also indicate very healthy interest without excessive leverage. That suggests potential for further price growth. And I feel like I always have to say it. I always have to give them credit, but Solana and the Sol token, I mean, take a look at this stat. In the last few years, so since the previous all-time high, in the interim, during that whole kerfuffle with FTX, that debacle, up 2,500% since the post-FTX low. So just an incredible story, and really, I mean, a go-to kind of like take on how to execute for best practices and how to survive under difficult situations, how to manage a disaster situation effectively and come out arguably better on the other side of it. Solana right now, for context, is up 27% on the week. Let's click on that here. The price of Sol is $211. So yeah, down a little bit since yesterday, but that's okay. Things are just retracing. We're catching our breath once again, so to speak. But $211 with a market cap, look at that, just below $100 billion, $99.999 billion as I record. I think we're well on our way to new all-time highs. The bull market's going to last a little while, at least a few months. And Sol, I think, is going to comfortably go above $260. Where it'll land, look, we can make that the subject of another video, but I think it's safe to say that we're comfortably going to get into new all-time highs. Let me know what your estimates of those new all-time highs for Sol are and will be in the comments below. Curious to hear your thoughts.